The story of Tom Sawyer begins with the protagonist, Tom, living with his Aunt Polly in the small town of St. Petersburg. Tom is a mischievous and adventurous boy who loves skipping school and playing practical jokes on his friends and family. His Aunt Polly often scolds him for his behavior, but he is not deterred and continues to play pranks. Tom's Aunt Polly, who tries to raise him properly despite the rebellious nature. Tom is a clever boy, often getting into mischief and avoiding responsibilities. He is also quite resourceful, using his charm to manipulate those around him. For example, when he is tasked with painting a fence as punishment, he manages to make it seem like a privilege, tricking other boys into doing the work for him while he enjoys their labor. One day, Tom meets a new girl in town named Becky Thatcher. She becomes the object of his affection, and he tries to impress her by showing off his knowledge of the town. Despite his attempts, Becky is not very interested in Tom. At school, Tom ends up being jealous when he learns Becky is flirting with another boy, Alfred Temple. In a moment of spite, Tom pretends to be interested in another girl, which angers Becky. Their relationship becomes strained, and Tom feels heartbroken when Becky, in retaliation, pretends to forget him. One night, Tom's life takes a dramatic turn when he and his adventurous friend, Huckleberry Finn, decided to sneak out to a graveyard to witness a witch's cure. While there, they accidentally witness a confrontation between Injun Joe and Muff Potter, a local drunk. Injun Joe kills Dr. Robinson, who is digging up graveyard for anatomical study, and then frames a local drunk, Muff Potter, for the crime. The terrified boys were seen making a swear to keep everything they've seen a secret, but Tom becomes increasingly guilt-ridden and fearful that he'll be implicated in the crime. The next day, Muff is arrested and accused of the murder. At Muff's trial, Tom struggled between telling the truth or keep the secret with his conscience, torn between his loyalty to Huck and the need to do the right thing. In a climactic moment, Tom stands up in court and testifies against Injun Joe, revealing the truth and ultimately leading to Muff's release from jail. However, the experience leaves Tom haunted by the fear of Injun Joe seeking revenge. More so when Injun Joe escapes and becomes a wanted criminal, adding to the drama of the story. In search of adventure, Tom and Huck decide to run away to Jackson's Island, hoping to become pirates. They revel in their newfound freedom, enjoying fishing, swimming, and the thrill of being away from adult authority. Their escapade is short-lived, as Tom and Huck soon discover that their families believe they are dead. The boys return to town just in time for their own funeral, relishing the attention they receive when they reveal themselves. Back at school, Tom's attempts to impress Becky reach a new level when she accidentally tears the page of a book and fears punishment. Tom, still in love with her, tries to help but is initially turned down. Tom stands up for her against Alfred Temple, which made their bond deepens, and they reconcile. Tom invited Becky to a picnic and their youthful love started, and marked by a series of misunderstandings, jealousy, and eventually forgiveness. The novel's climax occurs when Tom and Huck, while exploring a cave, discover a stash of treasure hidden by Injun Joe. They encounter danger when they get lost in the cave and have to rely on each other to find their way out. After their escape, the boys become local heroes and are awarded a reward for their discovery. The story concludes with Tom and Huck's fortunes changing. They go from being mischievous boys to treasure hunters, solidifying their bond in the face of hardship. Tom learns valuable lessons about friendship, responsibility, and the moral complexities of adulthood, while Huck remains the free-spirited friend, embodying the theme of individualism. The novel ends as Tom, contentedly basking in his newfound wealth and popularity, realizes that Tom Sawyer, the once mischievous and troubled boy, has grown up and become a young man. The story is one of adventure, friendship, and personal growth, and has become a classic of American literature.